Welcome, everyone, to the final show of Season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Last week. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let's rock and Rizzy.
All right. Last week, we took a look at our top 5 favorite moments from the season. There were many great moments, but a few stood out as the best. After that, we broke 3 world records in a row. It was insanity.
It was.
Insanity. Unfortunately, we didn't have a legitimate Guinness World Record checker with us, so for that reason alone, our records are not going to count.
For that reason alone.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
At the end of the episode, we played Post Malone's World Pong League game and chugged a ton of warm milk. Tonight, we wrap this whole thing up. Finally.
Jack, we may actually have a world record set this winter. We did probably the world's first ever late night TV show on a float in the middle of a parade.
This is the first ever traveling late night show on a float. Yeah. We did. Every year, our city has a Christmas parade. We actually filmed a show during the parade. Welcome. We are coming to you live from the Parade of Lights in downtown Sioux Falls. Who's ready for
the heart of Sioux Falls?
All right.
A hardy group tonight.
All right. Well, we may not be able to have pyrotechnics, but our jokes are fire.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that was a good laugh. We can use that one later,
Thank
too.
you.
Nice thing is we've got like a 3-mile stretch to try new jokes on. That's right, yeah.
That I could hear everyone from the crowd just go, yep.
Yeah.
It was an interesting experience because we were moving, so we had a new audience every 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was also interesting because we had Mr. Potter on the back of the float heckling us the whole time.
Right.
I say Mr., you say Potter, Mr.
Potter!
Mr.
Potter!
And don't let the tall guy tell you he's actually the producer.
That's right.
I am.
The problem is we're moving, so we could tell a joke and you guys wouldn't hear the punchline, you know?
Sometimes with Zach, that's best.
Hey now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Late Night Boomin. Late Night was...
We're zooming?
Yeah.
Cut.
Yeah,
Take 2.
We don't have cue cards up. Like we
don't have cue cards.
And the difference between Saturday Night Live and Late Night Boomin'? We're funny.
Bird! Because we had an audience every 10 seconds, we got to try our jokes out multiple different times.
We tried to keep the jokes that worked and throw out the ones that didn't.
But I had a joke that never worked, but we still did it all night long.
It was awesome.
How much will they cost to have on the show?
We got to get release forms from every single one of you.
Yes.
It's going to take a few days. Just stay put.
Wait till the fed's clear.
It's fine.
When I say late night, you say Boomin. Late night. Boomin. Late night. Boomin.
When I get home, I'm going to have a bowel movement. Bowel.
Movement.
Bowel.
Movement.
That one didn't work as well. That's fine.
I like it. Let's do that all night long.
Mine haven't worked for a while.
Late night. After the show, I'm going to have a bowel movement. Bowel.
Movement.
Bowel.
Movement.
After this, I'm going to have a bowel movement. Bowel.
Movement.
Bowel.
Movement.
It's not catching on.
It will.
It's not catching on.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Hopefully it doesn't catch on too much.
When I say bowel, you say movement. Bowel.
Movement.
Bowel.
Movement.
That cut. Hey.
That joke's been going on for days.
Well, I'm going to try it. When I say bowel, come on.
They tooted.
Traffic's heavy today, all right?
That truck does not like my comedy. I think it was a sign that I should not do the bowel movement joke anymore.
I think it was funny.
When I say bowel, you say movement. Bowel.
Movement.
Bowel.
Movement.
Take that truck.
You got it out that time.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious.
It's worth a try.
It was worth
I
it.
will say one of our writing team members, Jacob Knopf, he's walking around behind us like he's gonna rob us at some point.
I know, he's got the hood up and everything. It's the most bizarre group. You got him, and then you've got Oswald just very creepily in that suit. It's very bizarre. But, we didn't care at all, even though it was by far our biggest crowd yet.
This is at least 40,000 more people that show up compared to my comedy show. So thank you all so very, very much. I usually get 10 people. This is way more than I expected.
And if you guys want to see something really fun, we're taking this thing on the interstate.
We're going on the interstate, everybody.
That's right. We did actually go on the interstate right after that.
Right, yeah. We were the only ones. And the interstate was closed.
It's a disaster.
Clean up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were rolling along trying to get people as hyped up as possible.
Yeah, we tried to hype the crowd up, but I had a joke that absolutely tanked. It was weird because, you're driving along, we're trying to, say jokes and things like that, and there's, people, it's like a stadium. They're, up in parking garages, up in hotels, and so I tried a joke, and no one laughed. It was hilarious. Here's a clip.
When you watch it on Saturday night, at the time, I was 314 pounds. Now I'm 326, baby!
Yeah! Well done.
Yeah! Thanksgiving!
Thanksgiving! Hey, who ate so much that they got sick this Thanksgiving?
Yeah!
No one responded at all. We had so much hype going with our flow saying jokes, and I said that in dead silence.
As you saw last week, the mayor of our city was actually a guest on Late Night Boomin' in season 1.
That's right. He was great, and he was a judge for this parade. So we came up with a gimmick to try and win over the Mayor's Choice Award, because we had Mayor Paul on our show.
Right.
And so we thought, hey, maybe we could win the Mayor's Choice Award.
Brownie points.
Yeah.
Everyone! By the way, we're going to buy our way to the Mayor's Choice Award.
That's right.
We've raised $7 so far. Where's the mayor?
Mayor Paul?
We have money for him.
Where's Mayor Paul?
Where's Mayor Paul at?
Mayor Paul?
Mayor Paul.
Mayor Paul?
Mayor Paul!
Mayor Paul.
We've got a song.
Yes.
Jingle Paul.
Jingle Paul the way. Oh, what fun it is to win the Mayor's Choice Parade.
Please vote for us. Vote for
Vote for us.
Did
Mayor's
somebody
Choice,
remember
Mayor's
to give him the cash?
So we practiced that twice in the span of 3 hours. I was like, wait, what's the words? I don't know the words.
And we practiced bowel movement 50 times.
Needless to say, we did not get the vote.
No.
But next year, Mayor Paul, we're coming for that vote.
That's right, Mayor Paul. One of the best parts of Late Night Boomin' is the music. And we have an incredible band, Chuck Case and the Late Night Boomers. That's right. Yep.
Yeah, they always rock out, making every show so exciting.
Let's meet the band guys.
Hey guys, we're the Late Night Boomers, and we've got a fun game to play today. In front of us is a big bowl of artificially colored and flavored bite-sized hard-shell candies. We'll all take turns rolling these 4 dice, and however many numbers you roll, you put that number of artificially colored and flavored bite-sized hard-shell candies in your mouth. If you spit them out, you lose. Last one standing wins.
No one's standing.
No one's standing. All right. Ruben, why don't you go first? Okay. So, what do we got here? Oh, my goodness. We've got
14, 15?
15. All right. So we don't chew them yet, right? We just put them in the mouth. So let's see here. Okay. Well, I've got 7. All right. I don't know. We got work.
6.
All right, Ruben.
Don't mind if I do.
Yahtzee.
Wow, I was gonna say Yahtzee. You got 4. You got all 2s. All right, my second roll here. Oh my goodness, 12, 14.
So when I get type 2 diabetes, I can file a lawsuit against the show?
Oh,
4. How often do you get 4-1?
I'm not that sure. Break it down right now. All right, so 12. All right, okay, bye guys. For 16. 60 Skittles. Oh.
Most favorite is like 24 times.
All threes.
Oh, the dozen. 21.
Oh, 17. We're gonna need a bigger bowl. Awesome. Oh god. I got 8. I can do this all night.
New rule. At once, you all must put 10 in your mouth, and then from there, another 10, and then from there, another 10. All at the same time. Last one standing wins. Let's hear it for Chucky's and the Late Night Boomers! Now, last week we went over some of our favorite moments to ever hit TV in Late Night Boomin'. But there are many more moments that never make it to the screen that are sometimes even more hilarious.
In season 1, we were flying by the seat of our pants. We tried anything and everything and just wanted to make the craziest late night show we could.
That being said, a lot of the show is very experimental. We have some clips here that are mostly behind the scenes at the taping of episodes.
We have a very brave live audience.
We do. Here are our favorite bloopers from the show. All right, now to set up this first clip here, this happened right after we were doing something similar to what we just did. Zach and I were taking turns stuffing marshmallows into our mouths.
Everything has to do with stuffing our face.
It does, that's what it was. And we were trying to carry on with the show, but we couldn't quite get it. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm all giggled out.
Yeah. You know, Jack, I felt like this was a real bonding experience.
It really was, Zach, it really was.
Oh boy.
Maybe we should do this line without... Excuse us for a short 30-minute interlude. Through the mouse.
Well, if I do recall, you okay? If I do recall, we did that.
Yeah.
If I recall, hold on, get a bib.
Sorry. I have literally like 6 in my mouth right now.
Do you need water?
No, I'm okay. I need something a little stronger than that. Okay. All right. So, okay. Oh boy, that day gave me a lot of giggles. It's a free show, people. Come on. Can we scroll up a little on the monologue? Okay. Well, I'm all giggled out.
Me too.
I just could not swallow the mallows.
Took a while, yeah. I don't know the Heimlich, so you're screwed, man. I don't know.
To make for very good TV.
Oh, yeah.
But we eventually got through the segment.
I brought a clip from the show.
No way.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Let's have a look.
Okay. Let's one last line. One more. It's got mallow cream on it. Just that I brought a clip from the show.
I brought a clip from the show.
You brought a clip from the relating game?
Yeah, let's take a look at it.
Let's watch.
Yeah.
Okay. We made it through. Eddie, to set up this next clip, this was your sabotage on the show.
So me and producer Mitchell, we were out shopping for property for the segment where you guys do the blind date. And we're walking and we go through the sardine aisle, the anchovy aisle. And of course, it's like we have to buy something to
have
make
to
these
buy
guys eat this. And so I'm like, Mitchell, how about these sardines and mustard? And he's like, no, we're gonna do something worse. Sardines in water. It's just here's no flavor to cover it up or anything. And so of course we had to get those, and it had some outcomes that we did not expect. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let me
Yes.
grab as much
Look at me.
stuff. Yeah.
So these are the
Pour 'em
sardines
all
here.
over.
Spill them all over because you want me to spill them all over. I
want
sure
it.
can.
I would love a Caesar sardine
Go
salad.
ahead and just. Oh my! Holy.
That was
Oh.
great cooking.
I heard people that said that they were in the back row and they could smell the sardines.
No, it wafted through the entire
It
stage.
stunk up the whole place.
Fun fact, Ruben, the bass player of the Boomers, he and I had we performed at a wedding reception the next day, and we wore our same outfits
Oh no.
that evening. I think I had to get it washed and dry clean to get it.
There was another blooper that show that happened when we were trying to do a stage move.
So we were trying to be clever and funny, and we decided to take our little backdrop of Late Night Boomin', and it's a pure white background. So we were gonna cover the entire background with this decor for the Relating Game, which was a 70s dating show. But we didn't realize how little room we had on the stage, and it turned into an absolute nightmare.
Here's a montage of them flipping around. I'll let you know, this clip was sped up 800%. What are you guys doing? Are you talking?
Yeah,
to
so we had Mitchell, actually, producer Mitchell in the back, trying to direct us. And
Moving back and
it
forth.
literally goes all over the place just to flip it around.
There was high tension backstage that night. I was like, how's everyone doing? We have to move the set. How do you think we're doing? I'm like, sorry.
You guys get off easy. Look at us.
Do you want water? Go to hell.
We have producer Mitchell here with us. Yeah.
Hi.
Now, Mitchell, as you know, there's a lot of bloopers on the show.
Yes,
and
yes.
we want to go through a couple of these with you, which you were involved with. That
Okay.
you might have some good input with.
Okay.
So, to set up this first one here, we were doing a golfing segment where we were acting like we were going to drive a golf ball into our live audience.
That's right.
Yeah, and it was all scripted, and here's what happens.
Oh, watch out, Gorbachev. Here we go.
That's the burp.
You know, Zach.
No, you had to,
sorry.
You had to burp, remember? The burp.
Reflux.
Yeah, I know. Save that line. Save that. Okay, we'll try again. A little burp. Okay. Yeah, no.
Yeah. Hey.
In case you guys haven't caught, this is actually happening. This is real.
This is not scripted
This is not scripted. No. Okay.
Although I missed a line.
Potter makes me laugh so hard, and he missed the line, and we didn't know if we should go out there because you kept doing the fake swing.
I was waiting for him to say his line, and I was like, ah.
Yeah, because he was going to cut you
He
off.
was going to interrupt my golf swing, and I
and
was
it
like,
went forever, and we didn't know if we should cut him off and tell him. Yeah, that was.
that was what was so funny to me is that we're trying to, and then you come out onto stage to see if everything's okay. You're like,
Because something had to happen. We had to either reset or something. Because it was
I think I was trying to belch for Dave because he forgot the line.
yeah.
I was watching him like, did I try to help Dave out there? Like, it's his line. Let him do it.
Oh man.
Dave and I share a love of heartburn.
Now, Mitchell, before you became producer of the show, you were actually a guest on the show.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yep.
It was an insane show. Do you remember the game that we played with you at the end of the show?
Yeah, so Minister's Cat was something that I think you guys learned at a show of, I think, A Christmas Carol, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a game that actually happens in A Christmas Carol. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a weird game, but
It's a random
this
game.
particular one, you decided to spice the game up literally with Tabasco sauce or some kind of hot sauce.
Scorpion Tabasco sauce. Yeah.
And then you gave us like a couple different lives lives. Like as a cat, almost like a cat, we have different lives, extra lives. Like it didn't need more lives.
No,
right?
we went way too far with this skit. So here's the first clip.
Minister's cat is an imperfect cat.
Minister's cat is a joyful cat.
Minister's cat is a kind cat.
Minister's cat's a lovely cat. Minister's cat's a manly cat.
Minister's cat is a naughty cat.
Minister's cat is an awesome. No.
And so then when we messed up, we had to eat this hot sauce. It was way hotter than we thought it was going to be.
Right down the tibs. Okay, it gets worse. We're on G? Yeah. At what point does this become a loss here?
Yeah. Are you still struggling with me? I can't breathe. I know.
It was absurdly hot. You were taking off your jacket.
Yeah, I was stripping down. Yeah, it was very hot.
Yeah, it was.
And then when we tried to close the show, Zach collapsed on the stage.
Oh, I forgot.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for tonight.
I'm going to Disney World.
Thank you all so much for being here. We hope you enjoyed the show. Come back next time on Late Night Boomin'.
We couldn't even close out the episode.
Right.
I don't think I don't think I actually messed. I took a hit of the sauce for you.
Oh, I think you're right.
Because you're like, I'm not taking anymore. I'm good. I'm like, I got you, Mitchell.
That's right. That's what happened. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
And people were like, were you guys like overacting or whatever? Well, then after the show, people were going back and trying it and then coming out with tears in their eyes because it was that hot.
Very, very.
It was insane.
Right.
Oh, yeah. And then Ruben, our bass player, we go, Ruben, what do you think of the hot sauce? And he goes, dude, my last name's Rodriguez. What do you think? At this show, what we had is we were unleashing our new mascot, Oswald. And for the segment, we were trying to get kids to, play with Oswald. But what we were going to do is have the kids beat Oswald with a bat. And it was just chaos in rehearsal trying to get this whole thing set up. Mitchell and I are like, Mitchell's like all in, like trying to direct it. Like, you get beat with the bat. You kids, you beat Oswald as Oswald's crawling away in terror. And my mom says that she walks into this scene and she sees our mascot on the floor crawling with 8-year-olds beating him with a bat, and Mitchell dead serious, like, beat him with the bat. And he's like shouting at him.
Let's bring our bats out.
Kids like sports.
Kids like sports. Yeah, let's do it.
Here like sports, don't you? Practice baseball. Baseball with Oswald.
Let's play. Yeah.
Play baseball. Oh, no, don't. No. Here. Sing it. Yeah.
That is a great testament to Chuck Case and the band as well. That music is so good.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
And now we have the one and only Chuck Case here with us. Yeah. And Chuck, we're going to talk about one of the most legendary moments in Late Night Boomin' history.
All right.
Do you remember that?
I do.
Think I know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, if you remember, it was in our very first show, episode 2, and we invited the 12U Little League All-Star pitchers to come throw things at a net on stage.
Right.
What we didn't know was that this net flung things back at us.
1, 2, 3.
You know, they did warn us that it would bounce back. we did listen to them. Why didn't we listen to the actual baseball players?
Chuck, if you remember, at this point, he's about to throw a full baguette
Right.
at this net.
Right.
And no one knows what to expect.
No, not at all.
And watch how the magic unfolds.
Look at it. You gotta turn it that way.
We had actually planned that backstage. You know,
No,
and
really?
it worked perfectly. No.
It's a one taker.
Right.
One take.
No, the thing about that is, you could have tried to plan that and rehearse it. I mean, a million times it would never happen. It was so fluky, but what a way to cap the show at the end. I mean, we were all pumped anyway because it's the first show of the season, and we were just so jacked. And then for that to happen, and I just played it for all I worth because it fell right into my hands.
Just trying to figure out the things that they were gonna throw.
Right.
We were just like, okay, so we got like a giant pumpkin,
Yeah.
a mannequin head,
Yeah.
of course, from my house.
course.
And then Becca goes, let's do the baguette, and then it's like, great.
Yeah,
It's perfect.
yeah. And it flies through the air, and I remember the audience just gasps, and everybody's like, oh, Chuck stands up, catches it one-handed, takes a bite. It was the most iconic thing of all time. What was going through your head when you caught that?
Oh, I thought I'm gonna play this up. It's never gonna happen again. But it was awesome.
There was the fro wig on the mannequin head. I stole it, and I still have it.
You still have it to this day. And I think we should have a clip here of that pumpkin throw.
But those kids really played it up really good. I mean, they weren't shy or timid at all. It was perfect.
Oh, yeah. No, they were all in and just hurling things, flying
Yeah.
across
It was
the
so cool.
stage.
Yeah.
We definitely thought it was going to be our first and last show.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, Chuck.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
And there you have it. Some of our favorite bloopers from the season.
LOL. What? Is that how I'm supposed to say? Wow!
It just says LOL in the cue card.
What?
Well, as we wrap up this episode, we want to thank you all for tuning in and coming along on the adventure of season 1 with us.
It's been a great time with lots of fun and lots of memories. But now we lay season 1 to rest.
Fellas, if you'd be so kind. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. That was very touching, gentlemen.
Would anyone like to say a few solemn words? I'll go first. It's been a year and a half since my last confession. In all seriousness, this has been a fun time with lots of learning experiences, especially a lot of eating exercise contest experiences.
So many.
And I can't wait for even more next season.
That's right.
Because I'm aiming, yes. Yes.
Man has a few solemn words he'd like to say.
This has been a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
Right. This has been a great moment for us, and I always live by these phrases: do what excites.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We'll get through it. I'd just like to say one thing. At the end of the day, it's night. So, thank you all for your words. Now it's time for us to end this whole thing with a sign-off. Everyone, thank you so much for all your support through this first season.
Absolutely. It's been great, and we'll be back, don't you worry.
That's right. We ain't going anywhere. This thing's just getting started.
We'll see you all in season 2.
Until then, stay booming. Good night, everyone.